Hey Royals, welcome back to another episode of Queen's Vantage podcast. We have a returning guest, Rochele Henderson, back in the studio, and this time she's reading my frequency. Now, if you've been following our journey, you know that Rochele is all about energy, alignment, and helping people tap into their divine flow. But today, we're going to get nitty gritty with Ebony, and you guys are going to learn a lot more about myself. So, Rochele, welcome back to Queen's Vantage podcast.
Thank you, Ebony. How are you doing?
Thank you for asking. If I'm being honest, I am stressed today.
Okay.
It's a busy season for me at work. Mm-hmm. And my son is with me this week, and I'm trying to do some podcasting. And so I'm trying to balance a lot or juggle a lot, or if, like I like to say, finding a compromise in it all. Mm-hmm. And so I'm here. I'm present in this moment with you.
Okay.
But inside of my head, right before we started, I was juggling just a lot.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
So are you ready for today?
I'm ready for today. And Rochele is running the show. So I give her the throne, and I'm going to sit back and I'm going to learn with you all.
Okay. So, hey, everybody. My name is Rochele, and I call myself a root therapist. And what I love about what I do is I've discovered that our frequency matters. And we are, Albert Einstein stated that everything has a frequency. Every plant has a frequency. Every rock has a frequency. I don't think we understand how we were designed. And if you think about it, I'm going to reach your frequency with this little gadget right here.
Yes.
And what it is connected to essential oils. Every essential oil has a frequency. So basically what this little machine is going to do is going to say, hey, I already have it set for you. Give me the top 3 essential oils
Okay.
that could help her based on what she's feeling right now. But this is the crazy part about it. Every essential oil has a purpose.
Okay.
I don't think we understand when God gave Adam and Eve the earth, everything here was here to help us heal. Even crystals, everything has a frequency.
Okay.
So this is scientific that I'm giving. This is nothing witchcraft of he.
Yes.
Only thing this thing is doing is reading your frequency. That's it. That's all.
Yes.
And once it reads your frequency, it says, based on her frequency, these 3 essential oils can help her. And then I have this little book here that's going to tell you what's the purpose
What's
of
the
the
book
oil.
called?
It's called Essential Emotions. And
Okay.
it says, heal your body, mind, and heart with essential oils.
Okay.
And so sometimes what I've realized in therapy is that some of the stuff that we carry, Eb, is a little bit deeper than what we think.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the stuff that we holding on to is not even ours.
Yes.
It's ancestral.
Yes.
It's generational. It's not a curse, but trauma, it has been said that it could take up to 3 generations to remove trauma out of your DNA.
Oh, wow.
Yes, ma'am. So what we're talking about is scientific.
What you're saying is that I could likely be carrying the trauma of my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and her mother.
And your father.
And my father.
If his seed is
Yeah.
traumatized, it's in your DNA. The same way we carry our parents. Oh, you look like your dad. You got your dad's eyes.
Yes.
You got your mom's lips. You can also, and this is the part that we don't understand about us because we are mind, body, and spirit. We say it all the time.
Yes.
We are 3-dimensional, right?
Absolutely.
And so because of that, the same way you get your DNA from your parents, the way you look, you also can give them, they can also give you stuff that is not even yours.
Yeah.
And so, for instance, even the things that a mother goes through in pregnancy, that baby's connected to the mother by the cord.
Yeah.
Everything that mother goes through, so does that child.
Yeah.
That's why some kids can actually come out of the womb anxious.
It's interesting that you say that because all of my favorite foods when I was pregnant, and this is just, very on the surface, are my kids' favorite foods while they're here.
Yeah.
So it's interesting
Yeah.
what we pass on to our children in the womb.
Exactly. So today, I know me and you had did this before, so just so y'all to know,
Yes.
Miss Ebony, where's the camera? Miss Ebony was like, let's just do this first one live. I was like, no, Miss Ebony, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Let's do it one-on-one.
Yeah.
So she's done it before, and this is what's interesting about this is that I can do this to myself every day. And a
Yes.
different oil will come up based on what I'm experiencing.
Yes.
So this is the beauty of this. Just because you have an essential, your frequency today, you may get a different oil next week. So it
Yes.
says like do the oil 7 days.
Okay.
And it'll begin to work internally. So to me, the essential oils is the spiritual side of therapy. It's dealing with the emotional side. I think talk therapy can only do so much.
Thank you. And also just to hone in on what you said around, so when we did it in private, I was at a different space in my life. And one of the things that kind of came out of it was that I was struggling with acne. And since then, I've saw a dermatologist and I started doing some meditations that was also helping get at the root of what was causing it. And it's interesting, when I got my makeup done this morning, my makeup artist said to me, Ebony, every time you come back, your skin is clearer and clearer. And my brother said to me last night, I came downstairs, no makeup, hair in a bun, and he said, you're glowing. And I said, really? I just like clean my face with alcohol. And he,
But you know what? It's actually, this is deeper. It's actually you're glowing from the inside.
Yes. Yes.
So it's funny that I didn't even know you had an acne problem. And when that oil came up, you was like, wait a minute. Right? It's so interesting. So this is what it says. Our feelings are our most genuine path to knowledge.
Wow.
So we don't understand how important our feelings are.
Yeah.
Because we try to swallow them. We're just going to swallow them down and lose our voice. And our saying is that when you don't deal with those emotions and stuff, what do you think? Where does it go?
Yes. That's deep. Our feelings are our most genuine path to knowledge. Because we know. So what you're going to see today is this is designed for myself. This is what I'm feeling within my body that's going to be revealed to you all on camera. But we're all carrying those frequencies. So I'm excited to do this and share my journal, my journey, and be vulnerable with you all today.
So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so she's did this before. So she's actually in my phone. It's an app that I use. And what she's going to do is right here, she's going to put 3 fingers here and then like right here. And then she's going to put her thumb right there. And in 60 seconds, it's going to read her frequency and it's going to give her the necessary oils that we need. So here you go, Miss Ed. So can I reach over here? Okay.
And thumb here.
Thumb there. Wait, put the metal part. Where's the metal? Right, you got it. You had it right.
So right here with the fingers.
And your thumb on top.
Thumb on top.
Okay, now what I'm going to do, we're going to just talk while this come up. So I have Ebony. She's up in the system.
Am I squeezing it?
No, you haven't
don't gotta squeeze.
You're doing good right here. So right now you should begin to feel it's connecting.
Okay.
And once it's connected, you'll feel a vibration. Did you
okay,
feel a vibration?
I feel the vibration.
Okay, so what I asked it, I said, name the products to report. I told them to give me your top 3 essential oils.
Okay.
And I want the oils, and we also have blends. And what blends is a mixture of different essential oils.
Yes.
And so we're going to hit it, and we're going to play some of the music.
Okay.
So right now it's just playing that. So when this goes off.
Okay, do I talk? Do I not talk?
We can continue to still talk. So I want to explain to you.
Because I have a question for you. So last time you mentioned that, I think was it all blends? Or I had a lot of blends. And what does that mean?
What it is that you have, for instance, you can just have an essential oil by itself. Like frankincense is mainly one that's by itself.
Okay.
But you can have one, say, for instance, if you're going through a death.
Okay.
It'll have a mixture of maybe 5 or 6 oils together versus you having to buy them individually.
Okay.
These oils are strictly for certain things. So, for instance, if you have anxiety, they have one.
Yeah.
If you have one, if you have ADHD, like I have, they have one called Focus. It's a different blend of oils, and they come together. So it's a blend. It's a mixture of maybe 3 to 5 different essential oils together, and they're strictly there for that reason.
And then you also, I've learned through this process that all oils are not created equal.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, you cannot go to the Walmart.
Well, what about Sprouts? I was at Sprouts.
No. And let me tell you why. A lot of the oils are not pure. They are mixed, right? They can have something in it. But the main reason, like some of the oils that I use, the Toro is 100% organic, but you can actually take these internally and externally. Majority of the oils that you see at Sprouts or the other ones, you probably can't take them internally.
Okay.
But all oils you can't take, right? But with these you can. Did you have felt another vibration?
I did feel another vibration.
Okay, so now it's this done. So don't keep
it. So I'm nervous.
No, just keep your.
I'm gonna keep my hand on it.
Don't be nervous.
There's a vibration.
Okay, there's a vibration. So it's pulling up your numbers now. So hold on for 1 second. We can keep talking until they pull up.
Yes.
So the reason you want it because a lot of oils now, because the word organic is so vague, that it can be frankincense, but it has 5% frankincense and 80% coconut oil, right?
Yeah.
So you're not getting the purest of it.
Yes.
Frankincense is actually, okay, we're done.
Okay.
Give it.
And then
You got
as I'm handing that over to you, I want to bring both the science and our belief system into this, because I know that a lot of my viewers are believers just like I am.
Just like I am.
And so I know some of them will look at this interview and say, oh gosh, she participating in ...
So let me tell you about this, and this is what God I had to really pray on these things.
Yeah.
Is that God? This is what I thought is interesting, because when I shared this with people, oh my gosh, I said God said everything He made has a purpose.
Yes.
Everything. So now when I look at every plant, I say, God, what's the purpose of that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you go a little bit deeper, and if God said everything was here to help us heal, before there was pharmaceutical, my grandmother did everything with nature. Listen, I would get a bee sting. She'll slap something on that, whatever
Aloe vera,
that was,
the aloe vera plant.
and pop, and I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I had some cold. She slapped something on my chest, and all the cold coming out.
Yeah.
So and they would quote unquote back in their call, oh, she's a witch doctor. No, because she's using nature.
Yeah.
And that's what nature was there for. Before there was pharmaceutical, there was always medicine. And there's the thing about it is different layers to medicine in plant world. For instance, oregano oil is a medicinal, meaning that the oregano oil kills viruses. Mm-hmm. You can only take it 10 straight days, like a penicillin. Mm-hmm. See it?
Yeah.
You have some oils like peppermint.
Yes.
Those are, you could say, recreational oils. Mm-hmm. But then you have some oils that is on the medicine side of it, and they do their purpose.
Yes.
My thing, I would challenge people is to figure out what the purpose. Even with crystals, I was like, God, everything God made
has purpose.
has a purpose.
Yeah.
I've never once put the oil in front of God. I thank God for the oil to help my people heal.
Yes.
So how does this thing know? That's why you want to get to the science of this. You are a frequency. This has nothing to do with belief system. The only thing this little machine did was to read your frequency.
Yes.
That's it. That's all. Now, what people don't realize, you are vibration. If you Google it, you would know that. How do you know electricity? When you walk on carpet, what do you do, Miss Ebony?
It gets static. You get shocked.
Well, where does that come from?
Well, it comes from my frequency.
You see it?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the only thing this did was read your frequency.
What's already within, what's already around.
It's already within you.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of us are frequency from the knees down. We're very negative, pessimistic. Believe it or not, your highest frequency is gratefulness.
Wow.
Right up here.
Right up here. Yeah.
When you are in a grateful stand, things change.
That's very true.
When you are appreciative, things change.
Yes.
When you complain less, you get what you have.
Yes.
The Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And the majority of us want things, but we don't really believe we can get them.
Yes.
But then we wonder why. Because your frequency is foul.
Right.
Now, you got straight oils this time. No blends.
No blends.
So your first one is saddlewood.
Okay.
Now, these are all natural oils. These are all natural plants. So this is nothing. This is from God, okay?
Okay.
I didn't make these. Your second one is marjoram, and your third one is thyme.
Okay.
Okay, but let's read.
I want to break it all down.
Okay.
With it,
so
what it
your
means.
first one is
saddlewood. Saddlewood.
Mm-hmm. And the meaning of saddlewood is sacred devotion. Ooh. That's the underscore. So let's see what happens with you needing saddlewood right now.
Okay.
Saddlewood assists with all kinds of prayer, meditation, and spiritual worship. It teaches reverence and respect for the divine, capital D. See, this is this is spiritual already.
Yes.
Okay. This oil has been used since ancient times for its powerful ability to calm the mind, still the heart, and prepare the spirit to commune in the heavenly realms. Saddlewood teaches of spiritual devotion and spiritual sacrifice. It invites individuals to place all material attachments on the altar. Come on the altar of sacrifice so they may truly progress spiritually. This oil asks them to access their hearts, where their hearts are, and challenge them to reorder their priorities to be in alignment with the divine will.
Yes.
Saddlewood assists in quieting the mind so that individuals may hear the subtle voices of the spirit, capital S. It raises them to a higher levels of consciousness. Saddlewood assists one in reaching beyond their current confines and belief systems. For those who are ready to leave behind attachments to fame, wealth, and the need for acceptance, Saddlewood teaches true humility, devotion, and love for the divine. How are we doing, Miss Ebony?
Yes. Thank you. And it's
And
just,
that's what you remember you said you were fast? Come on.
just came off of a fast. I got up and did my devotion this morning, which was my prayer, my meditation, and my yoga.
I didn't know any of that, did I?
You knew nothing of that. Mm-hmm. And I knew that today was going to be a chaotic day for me. So I had to make that a priority this morning. So before jumping into my day, or like what Cam said about before jumping into the interview, I had to take a breath. And that breath for me consisted of, it actually started last night. It started with me having a moment in a hot bath and preparing myself for today. And then started reading my word this morning and thanking God, as you said, with gratitude. So thanking God for each day and what was to come of today. So it's just...
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. It's fascinating that that's what came out.
Wait, you ready for number 2?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go with this thing.
All right.
Mind you, this is frequency.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with you personally. It's just said what she's going through today.
Yes.
These 3 oils will help her. And because each oil has a purpose.
Yes.
Okay? I want y'all to know this right now. Let me look into the camera. Everything God made has a purpose. God was very intentional. Very intentional.
Yes.
Peppermint. Do you know why they give us peppermint at the end of our food? It actually, pure peppermint oil settles the stomach.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yes, ma'am. Pure peppermint, so you don't need the sugar. Mm-hmm. But peppermint, if you're feeling nausea, have pure peppermint oil and put it under your tongue.
Yes.
And it settles the stomach. If you have a migraine, frankincense oil, put some right here, press it on your top. It goes straight to your brain. Turn off the lights, and within an hour, your migraine is gone. Everything God made has purpose. So yeah, okay. Yeah. Your second one is marjoram, connection. All right, ma'am.
Okay.
Here we go. Marjoram aids those who are unable to trust others or form meaningful relationships. This inability to trust often stems from harsh life experiences. These individuals develop a fear of close connection in relationships. They may tend towards reclusiveness behavior or protecting themselves even further by abstaining from social interactions. Those may also protect themselves unconsciously or may maybe sabotage long-term relationships. Marjoram shows the barriers individuals have formed to protect themselves from others. It reveals patterns of distancing oneself from other people, or sometimes people may think you are cold. Those in need of marjoram oil most likely use this protective coping strategy unintentionally. Deep down, they desire intimate connection, but subconsciously sabotage it. Marjoram teaches that trust is in the basis of our relationships. It assists individuals in increasing their warmth and trust in social interactions. It softens the heart and heals past wounds. It kindles the fires of trust in a relationship so one may fully blossom. What's your last name?
Bloom.
When individuals feel safe and loved, they express their authenticity more freely. It restores trust and openness so that true bonds of love may be formed in friendships and relationships.
Shall I get into this?
Let's talk.
Let's talk. Yes. I am an extrovert. Always have been, and I've found myself being more reclusive. I've gone through some recent situations in friendships with family members, and it has, and it's actually, it stems from my childhood, right? It started in childhood and things that were, I didn't quite understand what they were until adulthood when you learn to process, or when I became a mother of my own, of my own children. And I am just finding myself, and it's not even just what I've gone through, it's what I hear from other people. And I'm like, y'all ghetto. Like, the world is ghetto, people are ghetto, and I don't want to be bothered. And so I am finding so much solace in my home, in my solitude, on my solo vacations, because I am struggling with trusting people. And I am. That's my truth. And I don't feel like I'm not right within how I feel, but it's not something that I I want to hold on to, or where I want to continue, because the full Ebony, like everything in me, like loves social interaction. I love people. I love to be in relationship, and I value relationship. But I am a no nonsense cut off queen. I don't necessarily give you an explanation. When I'm done, and there's no get back.
Okay. I think what this is saying, though, you can be ready to, like the oil said. Isn't that amazing about this oil? Again, me and Ebony, public service announcement, me and Ebony has not talked.
No.
At all.
No.
And this is what I mean by the purpose. And what can also be is that your heart can be ready for change.
Yeah.
But some of this stuff, if like you just said, it's embedded from your childhood.
Yeah.
That's why I always say it's only so much that talk therapy can do.
Yeah.
I do believe when I use frequency, I use the rods, I use binaural beats, and I use the oils, because some stuff is so deeply embedded in us. Remember, it said some stuff you're doing unconsciously.
Yes.
Right? Because it's I consider it petrified trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I think it's a great way of describing it.
It's petrified.
But
so it's in you. How do you release it?
Yes. And what you said too about being, people that are closest to me know, like, there are things that I've spoken over my own life and things that have been spoken over me that I'm not going to share yet.
Okay.
But it goes straight into being ready.
Yes. Being
ready. And so I haven't identified where I'm struggling. I think what this is for me now is, how do I get there?
Right. And this here, but we'll talk about it afterwards.
Yes.
How the oils work. What I love about it, the oils prepare you to release it.
Yeah.
But the oils won't release it.
Okay.
See, the issue, what we want to do, just like when people come to therapy, they think I got all the answers. Well, Miss Rochele, just tell me what to do. No, ma'am. No, sir. That's not my job. Yeah. My job is to help you have the courage to face what you're not ready to face, because I can't do that for you. Because if I give you the tools and it don't work, then you can just say, see, I did what Miss Rochele said. It didn't work. You're not that way. You're not accountable for what you don't do. The oils are here to kind of to hold your hand while it melts the petrified emotions so they can be truly released.
Okay.
That makes sense?
That makes plenty of sense.
So this is thyme. This is the same thyme. This is the dish y'all know. These are the herbs that we use in our kitchen.
Yeah, I love thyme. I cook with thyme.
So thyme is your third one.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Which is so interesting, because Thanksgiving, and I'm not kidding you. So let me say this. One of my friends has a cooking, she had a catering company, and it was called A Gift of Thyme. And it was the THYME.
That is so cute.
And I thought it was just the most beautiful name for a business. But I legit was thinking the other day, I got to go grab some thyme because I'm making dressing for Thanksgiving. So,
but that's your third. But this is the thing. Now, remember, the first one was connection, right? Your last one, but let's go, because it's the meanings behind it. See, that's what I'm saying, is that what I love about this, they have a name, but then it gives you what's the purpose of it, right? So your first one, let's just look at it, so it's going to make sense why they top 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Your first one was saddlewood, right? And saddlewood saddlewood is a grounding oil.
Okay.
Like, people don't even understand why you need to take your shoes off. And if you have grass, you need to put your feet in the grass.
Get your feet in.
Everything was made purposely. Like, we don't understand the earth is here to help us heal.
Yes.
If you give your body the right things, our bodies is a self-healing organism. That's how God designed us. So when you put your feet in grass, or like you walk on the sand, it's the earth has its own frequency, and it literally comes through your body to help regulate it. You know what I'm saying? So we just don't understand how beautiful nature really is.
So let me ask you this. Is it only by the feet, or is it with your hands as well? Because I do a lot of like replanting and potting.
It's hands and feet.
Okay.
Hands and feet.
Because for me, I feel so grounded when I'm doing that repotting.
Yes, ma'am. And that's the thing, is that it's a natural healer. And this is the thing, you didn't even understand, well, why do I feel this way when I do this? Because you're connecting with nature. And remember, we were created from the earth.
Yeah.
That's the part we don't get. God breathed life in us, but we are created from the earth because it has meaning. Yes. So we don't understand how beautiful. And when the Bible said, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, I don't think we understand how complex we really are. Yeah. So your first one was saddlewood. That was sacred devotion, right? Your second one was marjoram. I'm loving the topics, and it makes sense of what you are experiencing today. Connection. Your third one is time. releasing and forgiving. I love you not. Let's see what
based on
what
I
shared. So let's see what time has.
Okay.
What is the purpose of time? Time is one of the most powerful cleansers of the emotional body and assists in addressing trapped feelings which have been buried for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
My mind is blown.
Okay, let's finish reading. It says, it reaches deep within the body and soul, searching for unresolved negativity. Time brings to the surface old, stagnant feelings. Remember we said petrified, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says it is particularly helpful in treating toxic emotions of anger, resentment, hate, which can cause the heart to close. Time empties the soul of negativity, leaving the heart wide open. In this state of openness, individuals begin to feel tolerance and patience for others. As the heart opens more and more, it is able to receive love and offer forgiveness. Time teaches that in time, it's time to let go and move forward. As individuals forgive, they free themselves from emotional bondage. Time transforms hate and anger into love and forgiveness. Ain't that crazy?
It's crazy.
I love it though.
I do too.
I know. I just like, so this is not voodoo. Hello. This is not witchcraft. This is time.
It's time.
And these are the things that you're saying, you're being more open. You know, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like everything that you were saying you're doing, these frequencies based on the movement that you're moving in.
Yes.
Because you want to make it better and you want to be free and you want to have that fullness of what does it be, that love unconditionally.
Yes.
Based on this would make sense why you got these particular oils.
Yes, I love it.
Isn't that crazy?
And how it translates into where I am.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the quote that you said, our feelings, are that best guide to, I'm paraphrasing it not correctly, but that's where I've been in my life in telling a part of my story, being transparent in my story. I did an interview recently and I was very transparent in a moment about my mother's drug addiction and how that how it affected me and how it played a part in my upbringing.
Yes, ma'am.
And I had to walk out on my own truth because I realized so many people in my family, because my mother never admitted it and she never talked about it and she was never open with it, that a lot of people wanted to still keep that a secret and not talk about it. And so there was folks that reached out to me and said, I didn't know your mom was on drugs. And I'm like, you wouldn't have known, because my mother was very much private about how she lived her life. But that privacy affected me.
Uh-huh.
And that addiction affected me.
In all kinds of ways.
In all kinds of ways.
Yes, ma'am.
And there was a lot of resentment. There was a lot of love for my mother, but there was a lot of resentment for my mother.
Can I just say this to everybody? I have to say this to everyone. Our parents are the first people that love us, but they're also the first people that traumatize us.
Yes.
And they both can be true.
They both can be true.
But what we have a tendency to do is to protect our parents and cover it up.
Yes. And especially once they passed on.
Oh, yes.
Because it's like you don't speak ill of the dead, but it's like, this was my truth. It wasn't about her truth. And I also felt when I started to talk about that truth, my truth, that it released my mother from shame. Like it released her as she's moved on and she's gone on with, with her next journey. It released, because I felt like she never really wanted to hold that secret, but she was ashamed of it.
Guilt and shame does, I think a lot of times, and this is, so when in my name in therapy, my name is Miss No Gray. And what I've realized is that it is living in the gray areas of our lives that keep us trapped.
Yes.
The Bible says, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And a lot of us are not even living, we just existing.
Yeah.
Because we would rather cover up and pretend than to live in the truthness of who we are.
Yes.
Because sometimes your truth will hurt, family secrets about what goes on in this house stays in the house. And that's why we crazy as hell to this day.
Yeah.
Because we're still covering up trauma from what happened to us when we were kids. And I say this all the time, you ought to treat your childhood. What's in your roots? So this would make sense based on what you just said about when I said now I understand when I say you have petrified trauma.
Yeah.
Because if that little girl who had to pretend and make believe and never had a voice to express how she really felt, all that is still in you.
Yes.
And it has to be released. And so this is where the oils come in, is while you do the work and the releasing, the oils are there to help gently melt it and help it get out of your system.
Yes.
It's helping you get it out. It doesn't get it out for you.
So are there additional practices that come along with it?
Yes. If you read this book, and I'm actually getting my certification in this so I can really do it wholeheartedly. I do have some of my clients, and that was what I think is amazing to me. What you just said is what a lot of my Black clients say. Well, Miss Rochele, is this against God? I'm like, I'm using plants.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean by the Bible says, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And a lot of us don't even know. We go by traditions.
Right.
And majority of this was taught to us by our oppressors.
Right.
Need I say more?
No need to.
Because
but, yeah.
I realized my people came over here knowing about God before they did. How dare you tell my people that the way they serve God was evil?
Right.
Hello? Because they didn't do it your way. But what I think is interesting as I learn this is exactly what our ancestors did in the healing. They used nature. If you go right now to the Amazon, these people that have never, ever once been industrialized, they use everything in nature.
Yeah.
So much so that they actually say the trees, they're so commune that the trees and the plants, they interact with each other.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, for us, that may seem crazy, but I agree with it wholeheartedly.
No, I mean, I talk to my plants at home, and I'll see one of my, or any
Just
of my
the
plants,
movement?
the movement,
Yes.
the shift when I'm like, good morning, how are you?
Well,
what do you need?
If you think about it, though, Ebony, it makes sense. The very thing that we don't need, we breathe out carbon dioxide, which is a poison. But the plants need that to survive.
Right.
The plant takes our poison and converts it into oxygen.
Which we need.
What?
Yes.
That's enough to blow your mind. But I think we're so industrialized, not understanding. This book right here, you can get it if anybody's interested. And I brought this too. This is something called a feelings chart.
Okay.
So on this side, it says, when I want to feel more positive, if you do these oils, if you want to feel more trusting, if you're vulnerable, it gives you every oil on here that you can begin to take. If you want to relieve the negative emotions, it's on the other side. If I'm confused, so that means if I'm unclear, it's a blend called RX. If I'm distracted, it's a blend called Thinker. These oils calm the mind. And this is the other part. Our brain is an organ. We take care of every organ, but not our brain because of the word mental.
Right.
You think about it. You take care of your heart. If you was diabetic, you would take your insulin.
Yeah.
If you have high blood pressure, you take that. But our brain is one of the most important organs, but because it's mental, we just think we can pray that away.
Yeah.
Hello? Why don't you pray your high blood? Why don't you take your high blood pressure medication?
Right.
Why don't you just believe that? Why I bet you take your insulin every day and believe in God. But when it comes to our mind, it's a shift that we think that we can just pray that away. No, your brain is an organ with frequency.
Yeah.
All the time.
Can you talk about the dangers in that? Because, and I know that we're on limited time, but to talk about that, because as a Christian and as a person that believes in God, I've seen so many people be kept in bondage because they don't want to take care of their mental health because God said, like I saw a video a woman posted this morning talking about yoga is like the practice of like the devil. And I'm like, I go to yoga every morning. I'm like, and it's been westernized and it's about stretching and releasing stress, and all the things that are healthy. It's quieting the mind.
And it's calming the mind down. And are you people anxiety? The Bible says be anxious for nothing. That's not anxiety, the emotion.
Right.
That's we take scriptures out of context.
Yeah.
Right? And so we say, well, the Bible says be anxious for nothing. I said, that has nothing to do with anxiety disorder, beloved.
Right.
It has nothing. Well, God said, cast all your cares on him. That does not mean you still can't be depressed.
Yeah.
We just want to bind that spirit. What spirit?
Yeah.
Your brain can actually be out of balance, and that's okay.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, and the other part is that you have people that actually maybe schizophrenia, and y'all want to say that's Satan possessed. Yes. I think we do so much disservice to the brain, but you don't. But from the neck down, you don't bind no high blood pressure. You don't bind no insulin. If your kidneys is failed, you don't do none of that. We don't bind that in the neck. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Only when it comes to our brain.
When it comes to our mind. And it's interesting because my family's from the South. And so whenever we go to church in the South, I always hear the pastor talking about, like, he prays over the mind. So listen, they just had a Hot Boy No Limit reunion, and one of the slogans back in the day was like, respect my mind. Mm-hmm. But also the pastor talks about praying over the mind.
Yes, but the Bible says renew your mind daily, right?
Yeah.
But I think what we don't understand, every emotion that we have, Jesus had that on the cross.
Yeah.
Every single one. Jesus was so anxious that instead of sweating sweat, he sweated blood.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to do what he was about to do. So for us to think that these emotions, if I was created in the image and likeness of God, every emotion I had, God got too.
Right.
If you want to think about it, I just think since we don't understand the mind, bipolar, that's a spirit. You shut up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We just don't talk about the mind.
Which condemns people and I think it casts people out versus then inviting people into spaces of healing.
Yes. And that makes it even worse though, Miss Ebony, is that you can't talk about the mental illness. That's why I call myself I'm a brain health advocate.
Okay.
I want your brain to be healthy.
Yes.
The same way we go to the gym every day to make sure our body is healthy. I just hate that we disconnected the mind from the body.
Yeah.
Because that's where the problem lies, is that I want your brain to be healthy. That's why some of y'all don't need to smoke weed. Y'all need to drink. Y'all need to meditate. You need deep breathing. How do you treat your brain? And we don't.
Yeah.
And the brain is the most important thing we have on our body.
Right.
And we don't treat our brain right. And that's the issue for me. So I do binaural beats. It's certain frequencies, like I have ADHD. So when I get really distracted, on YouTube, I have a whole playlist of different binaural beats, and it calms my brain down.
Yeah.
When I was having surgery, it's binaural beats that help your body heal better. So all night while I'm sleeping, I will let that beat play.
Yeah.
And it's helping my body heal. Everything is here to help us. Everything God made has a purpose.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yes.
I'm really stressed about when I talk about these crystals that God has showed me.
The floor is yours.
Okay, well, we're going to close on this real quick.
Yes.
Is that this is what God has even showed me on that, because I've been praying, because I've looked in the scriptures about crystals. And so this is what God told me. Every crystal has a frequency. Mm-hmm. And so based on the same way with the essential oil that I just did, based on what you were experiencing, it gave you the essential oil. That's why I love the science part of it. This is why I'm getting my PhD. But I love the science part about this. I didn't know you. I didn't know what you were going through.
Right.
Only thing that piece of equipment did was read your frequency. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with crystals, right? So if you are feeling anxious, it is a crystal based on the crystal's frequency. This has nothing to do with this, right? You can put that close to your heart and it will begin. It's like, this is how I see it. Okay, go with me here.
Okay.
Everything God made has a purpose, right? Because this is how God is showing this to me. And so based on your frequency, because there was no medication back then, there was no pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
This crystal here has a frequency, and if you put it close to your heart, that frequency vibrates with your frequency to calm you down. The essential oil, you breathe it in, you put it under your feet, you put it in the back of your head.
Yeah. That
frequency matches with your frequency to calm you down. Because why? All these things were created in the image of God. So everything God made is parallel to each other. That's why the plants work with us. That's why, because God made everything, right?
Yeah.
So this is what I tell my Christian people. I would never put the crystal in front of the crystal maker.
Yes.
I would never put the essential oil in front of the one who made the oil.
Yes.
So what I really do is, God, I thank you, because our body don't like pharmaceutical because it's not real. Mm-hmm. So your body really don't know what to do with the stuff that we make in the lab.
Yeah.
That's why we have side effects. Because your body know this is not a real thing. Think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's why we have side effects, because it's synthetic. That's the word I want to use.
Yeah.
So God gave us plants. There is no side effects to plants.
It's naturally occurring.
It's naturally
normal.
occurring.
Yeah.
So now I look at like I look at the weeds. I say I bet you that can kill a cancer because weeds don't never die. You know what I'm saying? And they grow up anyway. I'm
Right.
like, what's the purpose of that weed? I know it
Yeah.
can kill a cancer or something, but I'm learning oregano is one of the most potent oils there is.
Yeah.
It is a hear me what I just said. It is a viral killer.
Yeah.
It kills viruses.
I take it right when I feel a common cold
Yes,
coming on,
ma'am.
and it knocks
I
it
was just
right
gonna
out.
tell you. I was just
It
gonna
knocks
tell
it
you that.
right out.
You just yep.
Yeah.
You take in nature, and then because it's nature, it goes in and blends with your body, and there are no side effects.
Yes.
So everything God made has a purpose, and I'm asking God to show me more because what I've realized with a lot of my clients, Ebony, and because the majority of my clients are Black, they need more than talk therapy.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yes.
Because our trauma runs deep. And it's only so much talk therapy can do. What do you do when you're trying to release your mama's trauma that you inherited?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with that? These are things we don't talk about.
Yeah.
So I'm here. God, when I tell you it's a lot of nights I cry because I see it.
Yeah.
And this is we're going to end with this, but it's a book called
Yes. Feelings Buried Alive.
Buried Alive, Never Die.
Never Die. I
Now,
read it.
This
Yes.
one here will blow y'all mind. Get the book.
Yes.
And what it will treat you on. I'm going to do one that probably whatever ailment you have can be connected to an unresolved emotion.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm just going to give this one to everybody because this will feel it. Say, for instance, if you have lower back pain, not just because of a disc or nothing like that, but your lower back pain is hurting.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give y'all this and we're going to end on this. Let's go to the back. And the back is this. It says, come on, this one cracks me up. I said this to my friend. She said, how did you know that? I said, I didn't. I just read the book. And I'm going to tell you what the book said. Lower back pain. Back problems in general. Feeling no support. Can't cope with emotional difficulties. Feeling burdened emotionally. Feelings of frustration. Wanting someone to get off your back. That's just your back in general. Mm-hmm. Now let's go to the upper back. Feels unsupported or burdened emotionally, withholding your love from others, feeling agitated or anxious, feelings of frustration. That's the top of your back. Let's go to the middle of your back. Feeling guilty, lacking self-support, lacking in confidence.
Wow.
And let's go to the lower part of the back, because I hear this a lot from us. Feels unsupported financially, experiencing fear where money is concerned, wanting to back out of something, in a relationship that hurts, running away from a situation. And we're going to end on that, man.
Yes.
So if y'all got lower back pains.
Yes. And repeat the name of the book again for our viewers.
Feelings Buried Alive, Never Die by Carol with a K, Truman.
Yes. And you can get the book off of Amazon. That's where I ordered it. And it's been an absolute game changer for me. And I think it has brought me to the journey where I am today.
Isn't it
Because
beautiful?
I would say from the frequency read that you did last time to where I am today is much different. It's much different. And I see how I've made a shift and evolved, but also where the work still needs to be done.
But you're facing your truth.
Yes. And I'm walking in it. I'm doing it right here. I like to say this is like my version of healing out loud.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. So, Rochele, thank you so much for your willingness to come back, but also your willingness to heal and to help us heal. Because like you said, so much of what is inherited and is so deeply rooted in us cannot just be talked. Like we can't just talk about it. And my own journey in this and being grounded. Sometimes I walk out of my front yard and I just put my bare feet into my grass, and I'll do that between meetings to just ground myself. But thank you so much for your transparency, your truth. And I also think challenging us to think differently. All of our journeys are different. What you're battling, I may not be battling. We may be going through something similar, but I think the best thing for us to live in our truth. And that's what I hope to do, what I inspire to do, and wanting to do more of. And so you've heard it here first on Queen's Vantage podcast. If you want to get in contact with Rochele, and and experience what it's like to have your frequency read, I think she would be a great resource. And I'll make sure that I put all of her contact information in here. Is that okay?
Yes.
Or where to find her on her social media pages. But listen, if you like what you've heard today, leave us a comment on the podcast. Share with us your own journeys. We want to hear from you. Like, comment, subscribe, Queen's Vantage Podcast on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. This has been another great episode. I'm speechless right now. Like I said, the throne is all for Rochele. So Rochele, thank you for being here again today. We love y'all, and we'll see you soon.